Okay, let's go indeed, TLK. We've got football coming up. First game on the docket, Narwhals and Vipers. Gonna be a good one. Defending champs versus maybe the early season favorite. Narwhals had looked good, 4-game winning streak. Vipers, though, had a very impressive win last game against the Kings. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, you guys are too. I'm going to wait for a few more people to pile in. What? Nightmares? Oh, it's Nightmares at Vipers. Hmm. Oh, I know why. Alright. Never mind. I was thinking of something else. There you go. Other end team. Sorry. Other end team. Even though the Narwhals won the battle of the end teams. So, alright. Never mind. I pinged the Narwhals prematurely. That's alright. They can get in here and watch the game. Oh, well, I was thinking Narwhals because I wanted to check their jerseys. That's why. Okay. How many people we got? Streamlabs is so slow to update. It only says 1 viewers. But obviously we got Jazzman, aka Dave, and TLK. Let's get it Evo. Yeah, Evo did great last game. It's like we got a handful of people piling in here. So yeah, we're gonna get this game going. TLK, your depth chart should be all squared away. We got the new kid on the block, whose name is escaping me because I just copy pasted. But I know Papa Keegan's the user. I can't think of the player name. My bad. It'll come to me. So yeah, let's get this going here. I'm just gonna check the unis, make sure it kind of clashes. We got a little white on purple. That's all right. And oh, I think the Vipers have like a white. Oh no, they're yeah, that worked. All right, let's get this going here. I have game in Omaha, and since it's snowing up here in the upper Midwest, I figured we'll make it snow in Omaha too. Might as well. Go to Nebraska. Like the only city in Nebraska is Omaha. Well, kind of. All set up. We got a high wind, so that could affect the kicking. A couple good kickers, and Coleman and Hato going at it. Of course, a few playmakers as well on the offensive side of the ball. We'll see how Dave Ferrari did last week. He last week he struggled a little bit. This week could be different. Could be different. Omaha is pretty well known defensively. Our experts in this one, yeah, Lincoln's in Nebraska. They're not very big. That's just college town. Very split down the middle. So we can get a prediction going. Whip one up. Let's just do a classic. Classic. Who will win? Nightmares. Vipers. Got 2 minutes. Yeah, there's Lincoln. There's Beat Rice. Well, Beatrice, I guess. The joke name is Beat Rice. Kearney. There's a few places in Nebraska. Got a buddy who works in Norfolk. Yeah. All right. Dang, someone's betting big on the Nightmares. And it's not, it's only Joe. I guess Joe is betting 1,500 channel points on the Nightmares. That is the canon. Uh, yeah. I think we're going to get this one kicked off here. I know we got the prediction going live, but I think this could go either way, so let's get it going. Hopefully everyone's as excited as I am for Dev League on this Saturday. It is a snowy and cold one here. And let's kick this one off. See some Let's Go Nightmares in the chat. Let's Go Vipers in the chat. Let's go to the coin toss. Barcelona wants to strike first. They will receive, so it would be Caden Coleman and company to boot this one deep. Dev League Saturday action coming at you. This is week 6. And Forrest, thanks for the follow. Your player's Evo upcoming, right? Yeah. Luca De Ferrari. Usha. Under center. He's going to pitch it to Peterson. Can't quite break through the line of scrimmage. Does get 4, but could have broke a lot more. Had some good blocks in front of him. Only gain of 4, though, 2nd and 6. Late action. De Ferrari's going to jump it off deep to Furtado. His first catch. So the rookie. Is it Keegan Furtado? I can't think of the first name. And then on play action, it's incomplete. Maybe some other options. Wanted to go deep, though. Well covered by the Vipers, and they force a quick 3 and out. So Hato to punt this one in the wind and the snow. DJ Murray to return it. Gets a block and a decent return, actually, out to about the 38-yard line. Now upcoming. Under center is going to fumble it, and the Nightmares scoop it up. It's Stepan Bandera with the fumble recovery. Wow, what a huge swing in field position. Barcelona's going to take over at the 30-yard line. And Furtado on the fullback dive. Going to be an offside, so the play negated. Take the 5 yards. Reset the first down. Ferrari on this 1st and 5 is going to throw it into a sea of black, and looked like it could have been intercepted off the deflection. Instead, falls harmlessly to the ground. That'll make it 2nd and 5. Now pitch out to Peterson, who is swallowed up right at the line. That is Keon Brooks beating him in the backfield for a loss of 1. It's 3rd and 6. Now run by Peterson, can't bounce it out, elects to cut it back inside. Nothing doing there. 4th down for the Barcelona Nightmares. They're going to have to punt it, or kick this one. Field goal unit is out. Hato's kick is up, and it is good. All right, it looked like it might have missed. It was Stepan Bandera got the fumble recovery, I believe. And so Barcelona strikes first after the Aki Hato field goal. Vipers back on offense. We'll see how they recover from that fumble. We got upcoming under center. He's dropping back to pass. Under pressure. Gets it to Jamirico Robinson Jr. I'm going to assume it was Wilfrith of Langwald, son of Egric the Collier, on the strip sack, but I could be wrong. As upcoming, under duress, throws it again. Just gets rid of it there. It was our boy. Wilfrith on the pressure. 2nd and 10. Coming back to pass. Gets it quick. Oh, Adenetto was wide open with space, and that is a costly drop for the Vipers. We'll make it 3rd and 10. Yeah, well, you know, cheese is cheese, right, TLK? It's upcoming. Throws an interception to Loimus Kumij. And that is another turnover for this Vipers offense. Now, hand up to Pearson. He's got a lot of space. Makes one miss. Can't quite break away. Great pickup on the ground by Lucas Peterson. 21-yard carry. Sets up 1st and 10 at the 13 of the Vipers. A Ferrari dumps it off to Peterson. That's a 2-yard pickup. Now on this 2nd and 8, it's De Ferrari. Quick throw to the right. It's Grayson Gambla. was very quiet in the last game. Gets a catch in this one. 7-yard pickup. Make it 3rd and 1. Maybe just under 1 yard. Vipers coming out in a 6-2. It's a misdirection. Peterson is met back 2 yards behind the original line of scrimmage. And the Barcelona Nightmares forced to bring out their field goal unit again. Vipers defense bending but not breaking despite their backs being against the wall. And they will go up by 6 though. The Nightmares making good. Hato, one of the better kickers in Dev League. He's made some clutch kicks, including a walk-off one against the Kings a couple weeks ago. Putting them up by 6 in this one. Vipers need to cut back on the turnovers if they want to stay in this game. I get the feeling if they give up more turnovers, they will not be this close to it. So they're going to just hand it off to Adenetto. Adenetto gets a good pick up of 6. He can't catch it, I guess, but he can run it. He's a running back, not a catching back, as they say in Dev League. Upcoming back to pass. Throwing it deep. It's wide open to Miracle Robinson and almost broke it big. Almost. He was hungry for it. Could not quite get the block from Estrada. That was a 2-on-1 matchup, and I like the offensive odds in those in that situation. We are already to the end of the first quarter. Omaha, slow start, but they are on the other side of the 50. Upcoming, gonna chuck it again and nearly intercepted. Coverage by the Nightmares. Mark it 2nd and 10. I think both of Upcoming's passes have gone to Jamiroquai Robinson Jr. We'll see if he spreads it around. That one is Noah Fart. Wide open across the middle. Comes back to the ball quite nicely. Upcoming just getting rid of that before he gets hit. Fresh set of downs for this Omaha Vipers offense. Upcoming met immediately. That's Wilfrith of Langwald, son of Egric the Collier. I need to come up with a catchy acronym for that guy, but he gets the sack on that one. That might be his second one. I'm not sure. I have to check the stats sometime. Is Upcoming with some time now. Throws it to Adenetto. Gets out of bounds down the sideline. Hiccup of a bunch there. About 14 or so. Gets it to 3rd and 3 now. Watch this 6-2. We'll see how the Vipers can handle it. They do get some time, and he throws it to Jamiroquai Robinson Jr. What a catch in traffic. My goodness. Evo Upcoming really risking a lot of these throws. Had some other options, but decides to go for the go-to Jamiroquai Robinson Jr. And it's another strip sack. Oh, my. Another strip sack. That is unprecedented. Barcelona Nightmares are going to get the ball back. As Furtado with the sneaky fullback dive gets 8. 2nd and 2 off that turnover. Now Dave Ferrari drops back and is dropped. Bottomus Botterman gets in there for a sack. That's a loss of 8. Brings him all the way back to the original line of scrimmage, and now a handoff on 3rd and 10. Questionable decision. The offsides is going to make it a free play. Let's see what they do on 3rd and 5 here. Nightmares, an effective ground game with Peterson, and they're going to go to it, but Peterson is met at the line of scrimmage. Bottom Spotterman. That man is a beast. Line him up for the big leagues. Forces a 4th down, and so Aki Hato is set out to punt. EJ Murray to return it, and we'll see if the Vipers can make amends. They've had 3 offensive possessions, resulting in 3 turnovers. Caden Coleman hasn't even been out to punt, kick a field goal, or anything. And Upcoming is sandwiched again. Wilfrith of Langweld, son of Egric the Collier, with the sack. We approach the 2-minute warning. They will get another playoff, and Evo Upcoming cannot get comfortable in that pocket there. Just gets rid of it, and it is 3rd and 20. So Upcoming met again. Can you believe it? And that will force a Vipers punt. Barcelona calls a timeout to try to get the ball back. That is going to be fielded by Grigoris Polychronidis. Gets it out to about the 39-yard line. We'll see if DeFerrari and company can put some offensive sixes on the board. And there is an interception right back to the Vipers. Emperor Fuyakage. What a defensive matchup we have here. Turnover over turnover over turnover. Just add some apples in there, and we've got quite the delicious treat. That is incomplete. Upcoming did get rid of it that time down the field, but was deflected, I think. Not sure. Might have been dropped. Now upcoming. Back to pass again. Throwing it quick. That was overthrown. 3rd and 10. Oh, yeah, TLK. Got to splash in a little. You know, keep you guys on your toes. Make sure you guys are actually listening. Adonetto runs it. Looked like he was weaving through the blocks nicely, but cannot get the pickup. Gain of 6 will bring up 4th and 4, and Caden Coleman out to punt. As Coleman punts this away, it is not a good one. That is going to be marked at the 31, 32-yard line. Barcelona with a timeout, with a $1:25 on the clock. They could score. Ferrari back to pass. He's got a couple receivers, and they can't come down with it. I think that was Kyle Williams on the drop, and he's the other QB, so as they say, he's a throwing back, not a catching back. But there, it finds Aiden's corner. Good pickup of 7. Omaha calls a timeout. Interesting. And I think it looks like the Nightmares are going to run for this first down. No, they're passing for it. Fooled me. And, oh, would have been a huge pickup. There was nothing but space, but that was just a offline throw, maybe a wrong route. Not really sure. Nothing was going right on there except the, Nightmares have executed that about worse than the Vipers did. EJ Murray gets a good return to about the 29. 60 seconds left in this half. Barcelona with a 6-point lead, but that is far from commanding. Coming under center. We'll see if he has some time to throw. He does. Then just gets rid of it. Pressure was coming late. Forces the wide throw. Make it 2nd and 10. Coming back to pass and is hit hard immediately. Wilfred the Blangwald, son of Egret the Collier. About to have more sacks than points here, TLK. As Popo Thomas on the fullback dive. And make it 4th and 9. Guess they're just looking to burn clock, get into the locker room with only down by 6. Keep in mind, Omaha does receive the ball to start the second half. So, Boris Polychronidis will return it to about the 32. Ferrari with some time. Throwing it to Peterson. Peterson's got some space on the sideline. He ducks out of bounds wisely. About the 47-yard line. Good pickup. 15 yards. Now DeFerrari's in the gun. He's going to quick throw, and Will Provo's got a sideline to work with. He's down. Will they catch him? Yes, they do, but he doesn't get out of bounds. Will they be able to get the field goal unit lined up in time? We'll find out. Clock is ticking. 3, 2, 1. They do not. So the other Will Provo cannot get out of bounds to stop the clock. Doesn't allow Barcelona to set up for a field goal. Mental mistake indeed. That is going to take us to halftime. Barcelona's going to have to kick the ball off. Miracle Robinson Jr. on the return here. Gets it out to about the 27. That's the Vipers' 3rd return in this one, I think. And upcoming. See if he has some time to throw. Throwing it into a sea of purple and white. Make it 2nd and 10. Now, in the eye, it's upcoming under center. Gonna dump it off to Adonetto. Adonetto does catch it with the spin move and gets the first down. Wow, the spot was very, very close, but they mark it a first down. Upcoming. Back to pass. Looking for Adenetto again, who drops it this time. That's the rule of catching in access. You drop the easy ones, catch the tough ones. And make it 2nd and 10. Upcoming. Back to pass. Has some time. Then pressure gets to him late, and Robinson Jr. can't close out on the ball. 3rd and 10. The ball falls incomplete. Upcoming just can't get enough time in the pocket. Now, on this 3rd and 10, it's Upcoming getting leveled as he throws. Bring out the punt unit for the Vipers. Coleman to boot this one away. The Greek Nightmare, Grigoris Polychronidis, to return it at the 24. Barcelona has not done much on offense, really. Both of their scores have come off of really good field position. We'll see if that changes here as Lucas Peterson looking to do just that. Gets 5. Now, misdirection from Peterson. Has some space and picks up the 1st down. Good pickup by Lucas Peterson. Fresh set of downs for the Barcelona Nightmares. They're at their own 36. Dave Ferrari's going to throw for it. Looking for Peterson on the flat, and Peterson drops it. Another drop. Take a shot every time somebody drops the ball. You'll be toasted before the end of the 2nd quarter. In the goal line now. It's a pitch out to Peterson, and he's going to get about 4. Make it 3rd and 6. We'll see what the Nightmares call on 3rd down. They're passing it. Has some time. Dumping it off to Peterson. Overthrown. So they pick up a 1st down, but can't string anything together. So the Barcelona Nightmares hunting it away yet again. Anto to kick this one away. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That could have been bad. So the Vipers do not grab it. Which would have been really bad. Instead, get the ball at the 20. There's a flag, and I think that's going to be a hold. Yes, it is. So back them up to 10. Watch out. Wilfrith of Langwald, son of Egret the Collier, gets hungry in these situations. He's lined up on the left side of this defensive line there. They pick him up, though, as Noah Fart with the spin move. Ooh, I like it. Picks up 12 after the penalty. Make it 2nd and 8. Got that 55 agility working for him. Overtime is Upcoming. Slinging it again to Noah Fart. That is a pickup of 5. 3rd down faces the Vipers. They haven't been super great on 3rd down. Nightmares looking to come out aggressive in the 6-2, and it pays off. It's Stefan Bandera. Back to the 20. The Vipers go after that sack, and the Aiden Coleman punt is underway. Grigoris Polychronidis to field this. And takes it out to about the 42. Now with some good starting field position for the Nightmares, it's going to be Dave Ferrari nearly throwing another interception. Keep in mind, he threw a interception earlier to that right side. That one falls harmlessly to the ground. 2nd and 10. Quick flag might be an offsides. They're going to dump it off to Peterson for a gain of a couple. They will accept the penalty on the freebie play. 2nd and 5. They are approaching midfield. In the goal line formation, Peterson with... Ooh, he had some blocks, but the defensive line shed it nicely. Rented a big gain, pickup of a few. 3rd and 2. So pivotal 3rd down. And Peterson with a lot of space. Does get tackled. Kind of got hung up on his fullback, but does get the 1st down. They are in Viper territory at the 45 with a fresh set of downs. Peterson on the counter gets hit hard in the backfield. That is Big Boy Dominator, of course. who I'm sure is watching and updating. And we are at the end of the fourth quarter, so let's get some fours in chat. It's second 14 in the fourth. Peterson on the counter. That one does work. That's a pickup of 5. Peterson's been running it okay. A little over 3 yards per carry. About 3.5 as there's a pass to Wilperbo underneath, and he's close. No, they don't give him the fourth down, so we'll see if they go for it, if they bring out the punt, or if they kick the field goal. Oh, they're going oh, no. They're going for the field goal. Okay. Otto's kick is up, and it's no good. It looked like it might have had the leg, but did not have the accuracy. It is wide left. Conditions affecting it, and it'll be Vipers' ball. Gonna run it right out the gate. Pick up a 3. Maybe they should just run it the whole time. 2nd and 7. Now upcoming. Handing it off to Adenetto again. I guess they listened to me. And that's a first down for the Vipers. Vipers on offense. Upcoming hits hard. Wilfrith of Langwell, son of Ekert the Collier, with another sack. And another sack. So, they are farther back than when they started this drive. As Uter Lighthorn gets his first catch for a gain of 4. And they are going for it on 4th and a mile. We'll see how this one works out. Vipers dropping back to pass, and he just throws it way out. Gonna make it 1st and 10 for the Nightmares with 2.5 minutes left. Again, really good starting field position for this Nightmares offense. A Ferrari drops back and nearly throws an interception back to the defense. That'll make it 2nd and 10. Hand off to Peterson, and Peterson picks up 4. So another 3rd down situation for the Nightmares. They were around this field position when they kicked the field goal. And is going to bring up 4th down, excuse me. Cannot convert on that one. We'll see if Hato can put this one up by 2 scores. We are almost at the 2-minute warning. Hato's kick is up. It looks good, and it is good. Slices through the right, upright, the 48-yarder. Will give Barcelona a 2-score lead under the 2-minute warning. Hato to kick this one away. Robinson Jr. on the return. They get up to about the 25. Omaha with all 3 timeouts needs to make stuff happen quick. I would recommend more shotgun plays. Upcoming, slinging it deep and throws an interception to that's a bingo. And that's a ball game, I think. 2nd interception for Evo upcoming. Or is it the 3rd? Not sure. Dave Ferrari throwing it still to Grayson Gambla. Not sure why they're not running it. Omaha uses their first time out of the half. That'll make it 2nd and 6. Right at the 50. Dave Ferrari back to pass. And throwing it incomplete. So that stops the clock, interestingly enough. And brings up 3rd down. Vipers need a turnover in the worst way possible, and they're in my least favorite formation, but it works well against the run. Botterman with a big tackle behind the line of scrimmage, loss of like 6. Omaha uses their 2nd charge timeout, and that's going to bring out the punt unit. Hato's been good with the kicking, not quite as good with the punting. That will not coffin it or get it inside the 20. Vipers take over at the 20, and here they are. Looks like a Hail Mary formation if I ever saw one. It's upcoming, back to pass. Just gets rid of it and throws another interception. That's Noah Bake on the INT. Lucas Peterson on the carry to just milk this clock away, as Barcelona is going to come out of this one victorious, it seems. For whatever reason, the Vipers are still celebrating. Peterson with another run up the middle. Picks up about 5. Clock keeps ticking away. One more play will not quite do it. And keep in mind, if you guys ever have any questions about playbook strategy or depth charts, you know, I like to think of myself as quite the resource, but what do I know? The kneel down from De Ferrari will all but seal this one. The clock, game clock and play clock are almost synchronized perfectly. Don't see that too often. They're just going to kick this one away at the last second. And the kick is good. So that is 4 for 5 on the night from Aki Hato. And they leave 3 seconds on the clock. Overkai indeed, but they did have to call a play technically. I mean, what they could have done if they were logical would have been to call a timeout at about 4 or 5 seconds and then just like long snap the ball to the punter, and then the punter kind of runs around and then falls down. But is what it is. Barcelona with another shutout on the season. They seem to do that quite a bit here, winning a strong game against the Vipers. That will do it. We're gonna move on to our next game, and where's my box score? I'm gonna update the box score before I think about it, before I forget about it. Internet's being slow, probably because I got a billion tabs open. And that is your final, 12-0. All defense for the Nightmares and just enough offense. Let's get to our next game. I think this next game is also going to be an interesting one. We have Kings at Narwhals. Not Narwhals at Vipers, contrary to what I said earlier. So, Kings are the away team. It's fine, I'm sure. Joey Din breakout game. I like it. Now, let me ping the squads here. All right. We have Kings and Narwhals. I guess I could paint out the prediction here. Outcome. It was the Nightmares. You get 100 channel points. All right. Are we doing these Vikings uniforms here? I think it was requested on Thursday, I think, the non-binary ones. So we'll roll with it. I think that'll I should check what the Kings use for away. I think they're just whites. Yeah, that'll be fine. Got white on yellow pants, and for these guys, we got yellow on purple pants. Lovely. That'll be great. Okay. Narwhals, very good team. Strong 4-game winning streak. Memphis played a lot of close games, a lot of tough losses, but are 0-5 nonetheless. You got to close the deal. Kings all white. If I go back now, it's gonna do that. This is dumb. We could try. Hold on. Let me do an all. Let me see if they got a white pants. Oop, that's jersey. You do that, but we could give them a different colored helmet. We'll mix and match a little bit. We'll do that. all the way back up. Everything I do for you guys. Unbelievable. And here we are. Okay. So, let's set this game up here. Lord Dust, yes. Yeah. Say it louder. Say it louder. um, we are going to Iceland. And, oh, I can't take myself seriously. Sorry, guys. We're going to call this a night game. I know it's in the middle of the afternoon, but we have a clear night game. Beautiful day for football, and I like, the island feel. I know, like, the narwhal isn't really a shark, but it's kind of like a sea critter, as Sandy would say. Our experts in this one have the narwhals as a slight favorite. It's the slight favorite. Not too bad. If you want to do another prediction, I can. I think we got some people in here, so might as well. Let's get a little prediction going, because it's pretty close. I think it's gonna be actually closer than last game. That's my bold take. Kings and narwhals. 2 minutes on the clock to get your votes in. Hopefully I didn't spell anything wrong. Man. Let's see. We have any narwhals in the chat? And where are my kings in the chat? Give me some hype king. Give me some hype king in the chat. Ooh, that'd be a fun, like, Pepe hype, but like in the king's colors. That'd be kind of fun. I should work on that. That'd be a little fun emote. Hype king. All right. I'm gonna get this one kicked off here in Akureyri. I think is how you say it. I don't know. I really don't know how to pronounce it. I'm gonna go with Akureyri. Akureyri. Yeah, I like that. Akureyri. I'm not a native Icelandian, or however they are, Icelandic. So, and I don't get paid enough to do this. So, the narwhals elect to receive. Kings to boot this one deep. It's one of the best kickers in the Dev League, Manel Artlion. Kicking this one away to Mr. Gonzo Leafson. What is that shark there? That is a shark. That is just a big, great white shark there. Yep, that's there. I don't know. Anyway, first play of the game. It's Ucker chucking it deep and looking for, I think that was a Botterman. Maybe not, I don't know. He got down the field pretty quick. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. It's Ucker back to pass again. Throwing it deep, has one-on-one, and Daddy Longlegs on the coverage there. Wow. Thought he had the connection, but it's Longlegs tipping it down right at the right time. And Ucker back to pass. Throwing it across the middle. Sahil Qureshi, who's close to the first down, does not get it. It's a yard short. Hey, you asked what is that shark there, and I said, what is that shark? You asked the question, I gave you an answer. I'm in a really giving mood right now. So, Kings play really good defense on that opening possession. We'll see how their offense does. Idell with some time. Throwing it deep. It's wide open. Lateral Huaycapan. Wow, what a catch down the field. Huge play of 33 yards, and they are in Narwhal territory. They're going to hand it off to Troy Frosty, but Frosty's met by Tomas Perez, I think. There's an accident in there. 2nd and 14. Idell Throwing it quick to Wycopon. And hey, Greg B. Thanks for the follow. Gene Paquette. Quick tackle. Pretty much no gain on that play. He's going to bring up a third down. Kings have not been good on third down. We'll see what they do here. Ayadel throws it. Slinging deep is wide open line. Nikita. He's got some space, but not quite enough wheels. Does get inside the red zone. What a huge catch. It's Ayomidi Ayadel under center. And he's going to chuck it to Troy Frosty, but that is well covered by the Narwhals. Could have been intercepted, was not. Makes it 2nd and 10. Now, handoff to Frosty. He's got some space. It's about 8 yards on that. Didn't know where the ball would be marked. 3rd and 2. Narwhals trying to counter a run in a heavy formation. Idel's going to pass it. Quick throw, and could have had the fullback on the flat. Instead, decided to throw it into the end zone. Narwhals all over that is going to force the also familiar Memphis King field goal unit. They do boot it through for a 25-yarder, and Memphis is on the board first, up 3-0. Arda Lion booting this one deep to Gonzo just as we had opened up the game. Mr. Leifson's going to return it to about the 30. See what Ucker can do. He looked a little shaky on the first drive. We'll see if that changes here. It's Ucker. Back to pass. Throwing it deep. It's Leifson. That's the connection you want to see. Gonzo Leifson. It's past midfield. They're on the 41. Ucker drops back and overthrows his receiver. I think that was Virginia Emmett on the left side. Make it 2nd and 10. GP. Ah, it's GP. Ucker with some time. Then throwing it. Wide open is Leifson. He breaks through the coverage. What a blown coverage. Gonzo Leifson gets gone. A touchdown from the Akureyri Narwhals. David Bent to tax on an extra point, making this a 4-point game. Sounds good, TLK. You pay it out real good. Luke Rogers on the return. Kings look to answer back. They're down just by 4. Had a good offensive drive going, but again, stalled in the red zone. Their red zone touchdown percentage is not very good. Troy Frosty gets that catch, cannot turn up the sideline, led a little too far. We'll make it 2nd and 2, though, pick up of 8. They're going to run it with Frosty, who's got some space, and the first down. Let's get the ball up to the 40 on that first down. Yeah, Ayadel. Quick flag might be an offsides. Ayadel's just going to sling it deep on the free play to Luke Rogers, and I think they're going to take that every day of the week. Penalties decline. Luke Rogers, huge catch. Big reception, as the game highlights for me. Kings all the way down to the Narwhals 27. Now they're going to run it with Frosty, who gets about 6 or 4. I don't know. More than that. Anyway, she said, it's going to be 2nd and 6. They hand it off to Frosty again, who makes a man miss and gets a first down. They are inside the 15, inside the red zone yet again. Kings down to the 14. They're going to get the last play off before the end of the quarter. Frosty with another 5-yard, 4-yard, or 6-yard pickup. I don't know, something like that. We are into the second quarter. Kings driving it nicely in this one. Down to the 9-yard line. And the sneaky fullback dive. Saper, I think, has the first down. Yes, they do. The last effort got it. And so, Kings trying to score here. They're going to hand it off to Frosty, and Frosty hits pay dirt. Troy Frosty with the 4-yard touchdown run puts Memphis up in the lead. They are Winning 9-7 now. Trying to make it up by a field goal with this PAT. Ardeline's kick is up and good. 10-7 is your score here in Iceland. All the ships out in the sea, not happy to see this, because they are obviously Narwhals fans. Leifson on the return from Ardeline's kick. They get it out past the 30 to the 31. We'll see. Ucker and this Narwhals offense can strike so fast, though. So we're going to see how he handles this deficit. Just going to dump it off short, but Koreshi drops it. What a tough drop. Maybe a little too much mustard on that, or I'm in the Midwest, so too much ranch, but that's not possible. You can't have too much ranch. You have to say it like that, too. It's not just ranch, it's ranch. Anyway, 9-yard pickup. Koreshi does catch that one, so just the right amount of mustard, I guess. And 3rd and 1 here. We'll see how the Narwhals combat it. It's a quick flag. I think it's an offsides, but they're going to get Gonzo on the out route. Nice connection there. Ucker to Leifson. Ranch. You know, it's a condiment, or you know, part of your diet, depending on who you are. It's like a condiment. I don't really know what's in it. I don't know if I want to know. I think it's like buttermilk and some other stuff. I think there's technically vegetables in there. I don't know. Look it up. People dip it on everything. Or dip everything into it. It's like a dip. I don't know. Anyway, 2nd and 10. Bucker back to pass. As Emidas Blair, the creator, for a pickup 6. Chef does. Oh, I'm not actually a ranch fan. I'm a blue cheese guy myself. I'm the weird guy here. But 3rd and 4. Quick pass from Ucker. Leifson comes down with it. What a tough catch. Gonzo Leifson gets the Narwhals down inside the 5-yard line. Narwhals looking to score here. It's 1st and goal, and they're going to hand it off to Koreshi, who's trying to follow his box with the spin move and gets in the touchdown. Sahil Qureshi making something out of nothing. Puts the Narwhals back up in this one. Got a good windshield wiper game here. Back and forth. Whoop, 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 whoop. It is going to be Ings trying to retaliate. They are down by 4, about halfway through the 2nd quarter. Oh, no. Luke Rogers can't field it, but it's going to be a touchback. Okay. That could have been bad. Fortunately, we don't have, like, normal stuff going on in this game. So, anyway, Iadell under center is going to throw it. Wide open as Luke Rogers does not drop that one. Yeah, this is a fun one. It's a fun one. Good scorers. Good high-scoring game. Keep in mind, yeah, last game was 12-0, so already, like, doubled that score total between the two teams. It's Iadell. Quick throw. Oh, had the receiver kind of a mistiming on the route. Miscommunication. Make it 2nd and 10. Iadell been pretty good today. It's a 9. Nice. 2/3 completion, and Frosty with a 2-yard pickup on 3rd and 8. We'll see how the Kings play this, how aggressive they want to be, if they're going to run for it or pass for it. They're approaching the 2-minute warning, and Iadell, yep, he's going to pass. Throwing it wide open is Lion Nikita, who had a huge reception earlier, gets a big 1st down pickup, and we get down to the 2-minute warning. Kings on the other side of the 50. At the 2-minute warning, he's got trips tight to the left, and Frosty runs it to the left, but only gets 2. Looked like he was going to have a big carry, but the Narwhals shed their blocks nicely. Pickup of 2, 2nd and 8. Iadell, some time, throwing it one-on-one. Almost the catch, but I believe that was Calvin Frost on the coverage. He's a good cover guy. Forces 3rd and 8. Iadell throwing for it. Defense closes in and forces an errant pass. Make it 4th and 8. Kings will pump this one. Ardeline trying to coughin it. We'll see what he does. And I think that is going to be a touchback. Oh no, what? Oh my goodness, what a coffin! He just full sended that. Holy cow! So we've got a safety watch here. Ucker. He fumbles! And it's a safety! Oh my, what? Roy Byleth with the sack. The Narwhals recover the fumble, but they're in the end zone, so it's a safety, and now the Kings are getting the ball back with 3 timeouts in a minute 20. What an event! What an Artelion punt. And then great job by the defense getting in there really fast. They hadn't really created a lot of pressure all game, but they did it right at the right moment. Right at the right, whatever. Anyway, Iadell, quick throw, avoids the sack. Joey Dinn, first catch of Joey Dinn's night. Gets 5 and gets out of bounds. Now, goal line formation for the Kings. They're going to pass it. It's a flag. I think it's a hold. The pass is dropped. And yes, it is a hold, so the Narwhals will accept it. Set the Kings back 10. Make it 2nd and 15. Yeah, is Mr. Matt D 971 still in here? Iadell back to pass. Oh, wide open. 2 Kings receiver. It's Joey Dinn. Joey Dinn is ding dong gone. Touchdown, Memphis Kings. They are up 18-14 in this one. Artelion's extra point is good. Memphis up by 5. 58 seconds left in this one. And this has been a super fun game. I hope you guys are all enjoying this one as much as I am. You probably aren't, honestly. I'm having a good time. This has been a fun one. This is the kind of Dev League action I like to see. Back and forth, back and forth. Now, I want to see some turnovers. That's what it's about. I'm a defensive guy, so let's see some turnovers. Quick flag, though. Being offside, so Ucker going to get to Qureshi on a free play. Great catch in traffic from Sahil Qureshi, who had that touchdown earlier. They're going to decline the penalty, take the yardage. Narwhals use a timeout, or maybe they did earlier, I'm not sure. Clock is stopped at 47 either way. Narwhals trying to score. Ucker again to Qureshi. That's one of his favorite targets. And the Narwhals use their second timeout as they are right at midfield. 2nd and 2 coming up. Ucker back to pass under pressure, and he is dropped in the backfield. Huge sack. Not what the Narwhals needed at all. They burned their last timeout. It is 3rd and 9. Ucker on the... Whoa! The tight end... What? The tight end around. My goodness. It doesn't lose yards, but I think there was a bunch of other plays that could have been called there. Instead, it's David Ventu. Can't cough in this one. And the Kings are going to get the ball back with a couple timeouts, 25 seconds. They got a long field to work with, but hey, a deep bomb to Joey Dinn. He's lined up in the slot there right at the 20. We'll see if they go to him. It's Iadell instead dumping it off and dropped. I think that was the fullback, Luis Saper. Make it 2nd and 10 after that. But what a performance in this half by the Kings. Who I think have scored more in this half than they have in any game so far. And there's Iadell. Dangerous throw. Overthrows Rogers. There's some coverage there from the Narwhals. Make it 3rd and 10. Yeah, and fun fact going in this game. So both of these teams had the same exact point differential. It was just one was positive and one was negative. So the Kings are like 52 points, negative 52 points entering this game, and the Narwhals are positive 52 or something like that. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird. And the same thing with the previous game. I didn't mention that the Vipers and the Nightmares actually were dead even for point differential. So they both are 3 and 2, and both had a 0-point differential. Very strange. I'm sure it's like there's a mathematical reason for that because of how few teams, and how many times they played. But I just think it's an interesting connection. Anyway, back to football. Start of the second half, there is a flag. So I think this nice Wakapen catch is going to be erased from the hold. It is. Drop him back to 1st and 20. Ayumidi Iadell under center. Gonna throw it again to Troy Frosty, who Can't get much for blocks. Does pick up 5, though. 2nd and 15. In the strong eye. Idell passing it again. Has some time and a wide open receiver. He's completely uncovered. It's Joey Din. A little bit underthrown. Otherwise, he would have gone to the house, no doubt about it. But nonetheless, a huge pickup. And they are inside the 50 again. It's Idell. He's just slinging it deep. That's his gameplay. But it costs him. Banjo Williamson, DG, with the INT. Whoa. Maybe went to the well one too many times. Maybe Idell throws a costly interception. Narwhals get the ball back. Ucker looking to make him pay. Gets it to Bruno Bucciarati, his first catch. Ucker trying to respond back. Hasn't had a bad game, really. Kind of a bad opening drive. Has actually recovered really well. Ucker back to pass again. Throwing it deep. It's wide open. Virginia Emmett. And Virginia Emmett is gone down the right sideline. Touchdown, Narwhals. They are back in the lead, boys and girls. Home runs all around. You love to see it. David Bent 2's PAT slices in, but it's only a 2-point game. So the Memphis Kings, who are a good field goal kicking team, can take the lead with a field goal, but they have shown some great touchdown scoring prowess. 2 touchdowns on the night tonight. We'll see, though, they have to cut back on the turnovers. I mean, they've only had 1, but it was obviously a costly one. Narwhals immediately turned that into points. Kings back on offense at the 25. Idell throws it quickly and almost another interception by the Narwhals. They are hungry for that ball. There's some hungry whales with points. Frosty running it on 2nd and 10, gets 4. Now, 3rd and 6. Trips to the left for Idell. He's passing. He's throwing into double coverage. Incomplete. Idell maybe getting a little too much of the Brett Favre's. Gonna have to punt this one away. Ardelion kicks it away to Calvin Frost. Frost is going to return this one out to about the 34-35. Narwhals trying to extend their lead here. They're back on offense halfway through the 3rd quarter. Ucker with time. Looking deep. Gets it to Gonzo Leafson. Wow. Maybe a little bit underthrown. Otherwise, Leafson was Gonzo. Huge play. 47-yard pass play. Does not go for a touchdown, but does set the Narwhals up inside the red zone. It's Ucker throwing it. Nearly intercepted. Nearly picked off, but it does fall incomplete. 2nd and 10. Ucker with a couple touchdowns, the most recent one being to Virginia Emmett. Watch out, he's lined up in the right, but instead they pitched to Qureshi. So Heel Qureshi with a pickup of 3. They don't utilize him a ton out of the running game. You know, kind of a splish-splash kind of. You know, he's had that rushing touchdown earlier. A lot of catches. 3rd and 7, though. And Brian Alexander Jr. gets the critical 1st down pickup on 3rd down. Kings trying to force a turnover or just settle, make the Narwhals settle for a field goal. It's Ucker with time. Wide open, but dropped. I think that was the fullback, Adam Rage, on the drop. 2nd and goal to goal. Ball on the 6-yard line. We'll see if they run it with Qureshi. Nope, they're going to pass it with Ucker. Ucker with some time, just throwing it in a sea of white. Maybe that titanium white. Going to make it 3rd and goal at the 6. Defense looking to make a stand. Offense looking to extend their lead. We'll see who prevails. Ucker throws it and almost intercepted in the end zone. The pressure was getting to him late. And I think the Narwhals are going to have to settle for a field goal. Here comes David Vent 2 out to kick this one. And Vent 2 slices it through the right upright. Chip shot, no doubt about it. Puts the Narwhals up by 5. So now a field goal will not cut it for this Kings. They need a score, but they have done some great things on offense so far. That one INT kind of killed their momentum. After that, they had to punt. See what Ayomidi Ayadel, Troy Frosty, Luke Rogers, Lion Nikita III, Lateral Haikopon, and of course Joey Din can do on offense. Ayadel back to pass again, overthrows Din. Second down and 10. Yeah, Ayadel started out really hot, then since kind of cooled off, settled down to 50% completion and an INT. Now throwing in almost another interception. He was hit as he threw, trying to go deep. Ball did not have enough oomph. Third and 10. Ayadel dropping back, overthrowing Huaycapan. And 3 straight incompletions. Not a good formula for this Kings offense. They are going to go out and punt it again. So they have really flattened out in this quarter. Frost to return this one. And get close to the 40. Down to the 38-yard line. So Narwhals can really, really make this a tough game for the Kings. They could make it a 2-score game with a touchdown here. It's Ucker dropping back, throwing it quick to Leafson, but it is met. Kings hunting for that ball. They want to turn over, get the ball back to their offense. Well covered. Ucker was looking for Leafson. Could not make that connection. Second and 10. Ucker throwing it to Virginia Emmett, and Emmett is met. Good open field tackle. Emmett's kind of a slippery tight end. You know, not easy to bring Emmett down in open field. Third and 5. After that Emmett catch, it's Ucker to throw it again. Quick throw in. Brian Alexander Jr. with another third down catch. Had one on the last drive. It's the first down, and we get to the end of the quarter. Let's get some 4s in chat. It's only a 5-point ball game. I know the Narwhals got the ball, but anything could happen here. Kings got some playmakers on defense. Don't forget about the likes of Daddy Longlegs and Roy Byleth and some of these other playmakers that can force fumbles and make plays and turnovers. So, run from Sahil Qureshi is going to get them 5, the Narwhals. He'll drop back to pass. Has some time, pressure getting late, and it's a sea of white again, looking for Leafson. Ucker really forcing it. And bring up another third down. We'll see how the Kings play this one. They were unsuccessful in stopping the Narwhals on the previous third down. Narwhals have been pretty good on third down all season long. Short dump off to Qureshi, who makes one man miss, but cannot break it to the next level. And I think the Narwhals are going to have to punt it. So it'll be David Vent 2 out to try to coughin it. Vent 2 just slams it through the back of the end zone. My goodness. That's going to be a touchback for sure. So first and 10 now for the Kings. Troy Frosty with the carry. Hadn't had one in a while. Gets close to the first down, and oh, they give it to, okay, they give Troy Frosty the first down there. Maybe paid off the refs a little bit. And it'll be a fresh set of downs for the Kings. And they keep going to Frosty, who's met at the line, though. Did not break it out enough. Tackled by the DL. Second and 7. Counter play to Frosty, who gets a great run and another first down. So the Kings maybe figuring out that this running game isn't so bad after all. They got away from it a lot in the third quarter, coming back to it in the fourth. Ayadel now back to pass, throwing the out route to Rogers, and Rogers drops it. But there was at least 2 defenders there looking to hit him hard. Would have been a tough grab either way. Second and 10. Ayadel back to pass. Throwing it short, and whoa. Some traffic there. Incomplete, and Kings facing a third down. They are on their own 41. 10 yards to get to the first down marker. We'll see what they do. It's Ayadel throwing it in a triple coverage, and that will not cut it. So I think the Kings are going to punt this one away. Oh, no. They're keeping the off. Oh, my. This man's got some big kahunas, this ball coach. It's Ayadel throwing it, and that will not do it. So turnover on downs. Narwhals are going to get the ball back. You know, it's interesting. I think the Kings play calling got a little stagnant there. Like, their first half was awesome, and then they kind of went away from what they were doing in the first half and the second half, and they've been outscored in the second half, and it's showing. Narwhals passing it all the same. Incomplete on that one. Second and 10 now. Now quick throw and another incompletion. So this is not helping the burn clock effort for the Narwhals. They're facing a 3rd and 10 and have not taken much time off the clock. Then there's a quick throw to Alexander, who fumbles it. But Qureshi picks it up. Oh my goodness, and they get the first down. I thought the Kings could have gotten it, but heads up play by Sahil Qureshi to drop on the football. Whoa. Now, Ucker nearly throwing. I mean, they just want to give the Kings a chance to go down the field and score before the end of the game. Oh my goodness. It's 2nd and 10. Ucker throwing it again, and another tip ball. This Kings secondary so good, just can't quite get the turnover they need. 3rd and 10. Narwhal's just on the other side of the Kings 30, and Ucker just throws this one away. There was going to be a man in his face. And we are approaching the 2-minute warning. I think the Narwhals are going to line up for a field goal. They do. They are up by 5, trying to make it an 8-point game here. Bent 2 is a good kicker. Kick is up, and no doubt about it, right down the middle. 46-yarder puts the Narwhals up 27-19. No 2-minute warning for the Kings to rely on, so they just have 3 timeouts to drive what will likely be about 75 yards and pick up a 2-point conversion. So tough uphill battle for the Kings, who are in control at the end of the half. Now, see what Ayomide Ayodele can do. Gotta use your playmakers, I think, in Joey Din and Line Nikita III. Let's see what he does. Ayodele, quick throw to Din. Din's gonna get about 4. Keeps rolling here. Joey Din, great game for him, though. Over 100 yards and a touchdown. Ayodele back to pass again, and into coverage. It's thrown, nearly intercepted. 3rd and 6 already for this Kings offense. Ayomide Ayodele under center. Quick throw to Huaycapan, and that is incompletion. Now, this is it. Do or die. 4th down. It's Ayodele throwing it deep, and that is incomplete, and that will likely be the ball game. So some pretty terrible play calling, pretty much lost the Kings the game. Couple that with some turnovers and missed opportunities, and the Narwhals going to extend this to a 5-game winning streak. The quick flag, I think it's an offsides. Yes, it is. (6-2) incoming for the Kings. We'll see if they can stuff this run play. And they cannot. Sahil Qureshi is just way too slippery there. Another 1st down for this Narwhals. They are burning the clock at the right time when they need to. They are just going to victory formation this one out. Oh yeah, I mean, wide receivers kind of come and go, you know. I mean, if you really want consistency, I mean, that's not even a surefire thing. But if you want consistency, you know, tight ends usually a good spot. But like we saw Virginia Emmett only get like 2 or 3 catches today, so that's not even that consistent either. The reality is, you know, Harold Flowers is a lot more developed as a QB. He was not in at QB this game. It was Ayodele, and that's partially the reason, you know, why this game is where it is. I mean, but a really good game all around. Kings drop to 0-6. Narwhals move up to 5-1. Narwhals looking like the best team in Dev League, especially with a second half like that. A 13-point unanswered score streak, whatever you want to call it. 13 unanswered points, that's the term, for the Narwhals in the second half to propel them to a 27-19 victory. What a fun game we had, though, indeed. Hopefully you all enjoyed it at home. I'm going to punch these scores in before I forget. that is going to wrap up this IRL week. So, week 7 of Dev League, we have a rematch of, well, we have a rematch of today, actually. So it's going to be Kings at Narwhals and Vipers at Nightmares. So everyone has a chance to kind of figure things out and resituate. It is an exact rematch, just the home and aways are flipped for both teams. Well, except for Kings and Narwhals. Well, I guess so. Anyway, so repeat on Tuesday. Don't go anywhere. Or if you do, come back here. We've got Major League action on Monday. I will be streaming again on Tuesday. Hopefully you guys all have a great rest of your Saturday and have a great night.